Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Cybex Trades, aka Mossy, and today finally took a trade. It's been a while. Account is currently sitting at 420, small account size update. Have not uploaded in a while because of some things had to being out of town and etc etc. But anyway, today we got a trade breakdown. I'm back and still documenting the journey and the process. And yeah, today I took a trade on SPY. Beautiful price action today all around. And let's just get straight into it. Honestly, well, it's very simple, straightforward. And yeah, so coming into the day, I had my um, levels here charted. So 454, 450, 485, and for the upside, and then these levels for the downside. So I was watching this level here, 454. Because if we look at ES, I use ES as well for Confluence to hold the trades when I take on SPY as well as SPX. Whether it's the upside or downside, I want to make sure that there are certain levels that they are holding before I enter SPY. Because if you guys are experienced or if you guys don't use it, I highly recommend using it. Just very good, honestly. It's technically a no-brainer. You got to use it to be honest with you. But anyway, so coming to the day. Um, we saw that the market could not hold this level here, as you guys can see, consolidated here. Um, right off, it's close to basically the pre-market high, really. But yeah, I mean, it touched pre-market high, 455, and I saw these wicks, and I was like, all right, so we're not gonna able to hold. Usually, when you watch the price action enough times, you'll see that if it wants to go or not, you'll be able to tell. And I was like, all right. My plan personally in the pre-market game plan was to take it below 454, and yeah, so price started coming down here, as you guys can see, beautifully with volume as well, and as it was coming down too, I was watching this level on SPX 4550. This is just like a key level. SPX tends to move to, I think it's a $5 5 point basis level, like key levels in terms of whole round numbers, if you want to call it that. And then ES as well, I believe. Let's see, I took this trade at 720. So yeah, ES really, I would like to see for me. I was watching the 4580 to hold below that, so we can get that pushed down. And yeah, both of them, held below VWAP, and when we broke those levels, as you guys can see on ES here. Um, Entered pretty much right here once I saw that it was holding on the 1 minute as well to get a decent entry. And yeah, so coming into this, so I entered two contracts of the, let's see here, 452 puts at 0.74, which basically expired tomorrow. Honestly, did not, looking back now, definitely could have, um, realizing back now, definitely could have capitalized more on this play because it was such a beautiful play. I really waited for price to really pick a direction, and I mean, it was a high probability. For me, this is a high probability because, part of my system is the levels and integrating levels with volume, and it was just beautiful. So looking back on this, the premiums were not the best. I didn't really able to capitalize the best. Walked out with 17 bucks on the day, but honestly, man, the trade just worked out beautifully, and I'm personally happy with that. So regardless of the dollar outcome or whatever, you know what I mean. So 4%, on the day, if I can just keep repeating that, I'll be back to where I was in no time and beyond. So yeah, I had a lot of thinking, had a lot of time to really think and understand and learn about myself and really look at my journal trades in the past and my recorded videos as well. And yeah, just been getting better every day, honestly. So yeah, here I entered at 74 cents here, two contracts. And let me actually zoom it out to 1 minute because you can see the entries better. And yeah, so we entered here, saw ES was breaking, saw SPX was not holding that 4550 and that 4580 on the ES. And I was like, all right, this is it, man, this is it. And we also pre-market low as well, right? I mean, this is, yeah. So pre-market low as well. When you have those things lined up, man, this is bread and butter, you know what I mean? So um, this is the probabilities are going to be in your favor when you have something like this line up. And boom, just entered right here. And my stop loss personally was my stop loss was, if we get it back to the um, 450, 15 cent stop loss, not even 454 originally. I was gonna actually enter here, Um, but I looked up, I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice. I looked at SPX and ES, and I was like, they're still kind of holding those levels. We could definitely reverse or bounce or whatever, et cetera, et cetera. Market's been very strong lately, and yeah, so I was like, all right, the better entry is here to really have, risk to reward R&R, 15-cent stop loss. So I entered here. Stop loss was really gonna be if we touched our EMAs. Some of these, some of the stop losses that I use, the moving stop loss is gonna be the EMAs. So I was like, all right, if we let me just focus this here. So I said if we this is the 90 EMA. What is this? No, come on, man. Yeah, so if we went back above the 90 EMA, so around here, really, if we really touched this here and close above, I was gonna exit. So yeah, but we didn't, and yeah, so we had a nice flush down. Trimmed one here because I was buyers like this 45 on SPX. This was a 45 level, and it was a some kind of institutional order or something like that that made this go up, and I was like, all right, they made me kind of iffy about it, but looking back now, obviously should have held, but in that moment, you don't know what's gonna happen, so you never know what's gonna happen. Things can change at any moment, and yeah, I beautifully rejected here the 9 EMA, closed down, and this was my first profit target level, 42, 452 or 95 or 453, honestly, and yeah, so I exited my full position here. Um, Basically went exactly as planned, and as you guys can see, we reversed, came back, and then flushed for the rest of the day. But overall, beautiful trade. um, really happy with the game plan, followed everything, emotions were managed really well. um, yeah, I mean, this is what I'm going to focus on, moving on forward from now, and really fine tuning, focusing more on price action and structures and my levels. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you.